Hello friends, how are you all? Today we will discuss all about specific heat, that is specific heat at constant pressure, specific heat at constant volume, and polytropic specific heat. I am pretty much sure that you haven't heard the name of polytropic specific heat. What is this specific heat? What do you mean by polytropic specific heat? We will discuss this in detail. हम लोग ये डिस्कस करेंगे डिटेल में, बट वी विल ऑल्सो डिस्कस what is the difference between specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume. Why specific heat at constant pressure is greater than the specific heat at constant volume. आप लोगों को जनरली पता होगा, यू मस्ट बी नोइंग दैट द वैल्यू ऑफ स्पेसिफिक हीट एट कांस्टेंट प्रेशर इज फॉर एयर इज 1.005 किलोजूल पर केजी केल्विन and specific heat at constant volume is 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Why the value of specific heat at constant pressure is greater than specific heat at constant volume? And the value of polytropic specific heat, the value of polytropic specific heat, we will be discussing that in detail. But before proceeding for this lesson, I would request you all, please go through the previous lessons of thermodynamics. Before going through this lesson, please go through the previous lessons on thermodynamics. It would be really helpful for you all to understand this particular lesson. But before proceeding any further, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Harshit Agarwal. This is all about me. You can always rate, review, recommend and share this course. You can also follow me on the specified link. So, first of all, to start with, the simple definition of specific heat. You must be knowing that Q is equal to mc dt. Q is equal to mass into specific heat into change in temperature. So, specific heat is defined as it is the amount of heat required. Specific heat is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of substance to unit degree temperature difference. So you know that Q is equal to mc delta T. So it is the amount of heat required. Specific heat is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of substance. The value of m is 1 and the value of delta T is also 1. तो हमें कितना अमाउंट ऑफ हीट सप्लाई करना पड़ेगा? इट इज बेसिकली द स्पेसिफिक हीट. Now we will be discussing specific heat at constant volume as well as specific heat at constant pressure. What is specific heat at constant volume and specific heat at constant pressure? See, in this figure, this is the figure for constant volume. This is the piston and the piston is fixed with this. Now we know that the work transfer in constant volume is equal to 0 because the value of PdV is equal to 0. As the work transfer is 0 and this is the first law of thermodynamics. This equation is the ये वाली जो equation है, this is the first law of thermodynamics. dq is equal to du plus dw. dw is equal to 0 for constant volume. So whatever the heat is supplied, it get transformed to the internal energy. If you want to raise the temperature of any gas, any system, you have to increase the internal energy. For ideal gas, internal energy is a function of temperature. For any gaseous system, temperature will increase only if the internal energy will increase. Right. Let us suppose that in this particular system, initial temperature is equal to 20 degrees Celsius and final temperature is equal to 40 degrees Celsius. Initial temperature is equal to 20 degrees Celsius and final temperature we want is 40 degrees Celsius. Let us supply the heat. Heat will be transformed into two forms, either into work or in internal energy. For constant volume, W is equal to 0. So whatever the heat is supplied, जितना भी heat supplied होगा, it will get transformed to internal energy. So let us suppose the value of Q is 40 kilojoule. Initial temperature is 20 degrees Celsius and final temperature we want is 40 degrees Celsius. And the value of heat which we have supplied is 40 kilojoule. All these 40 kilojoule get transformed to internal energy. Now the value of U comes out to be 40 kilojoules, which is equal to mCV dt. Fine. See. We have supposed that the initial temperature in this system is 20 degrees Celsius and the final temperature we want is equal to 40 degrees Celsius. Value of M is 1. Whatever the heat is supplied, it get transformed to internal energy U. So the moment the value of U, we are supposing this, हम लोग ये suppose कर रहे हैं, जैसे ही U की value 40 किलोजूल हो जाएगी, हमें final temperature 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस मिल जाएगा. अगर U की वैल्यू इससे कम रहेगी, अगर U की वैल्यू 40 किलो जूल से कम रहेगी तो हमें फाइनल टेम्परेचर 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस नहीं मिलेगा. हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट है कि हमें फाइनल टेम्परेचर 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस अचीव करना है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमने हीट सप्लाई की 40 किलो जूल, यू की वैल्यू 40 किलो जूल आ गई, तो हमें फाइनल टेम्परेचर भी 40 किलो जूल मिल गया इन कांस्टेंट वॉल्यूम, राइट. Let us see what happens in constant pressure. In constant pressure, same dq is equal to du plus dw, but in constant pressure, work transfer is not equal to 0. But in constant volume, work transfer was equal to 0. So we have supplied heat Q. Q has two forms, W as well as internal energy. Now let us suppose the condition is same. The initial temperature is 20 degree Celsius and the final temperature we want is 40 degree Celsius. दोनों केसेस में कंडीशन सेम है. Initial temperature is 20 degree Celsius and final temperature we want is 40 degree Celsius. Here also initial temperature is equal to 20 degree Celsius and final temperature we want is equal to 40 degree Celsius. Right. Now the heat is supplied, same amount of heat is supplied as 40 kilojoules, but W is not 0. Let us suppose from this 40 kilojoule, 10 kilojoule is transformed to W and 30 kilojoule is transformed to internal energy. From this 40 kilojoule, 10 kilojoule is transformed to W and 30 kilojoule is transformed to internal energy. But we know that जब तक इंटरनल एनर्जी की वैल्यू 40 किलो जूल नहीं होगी, इफ द वैल्यू ऑफ इंटरनल एनर्जी इज नॉट इक्वल टू 40 किलो जूल, वी विल नॉट अटेन द 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर. सो वी नीड टू सप्लाई मोर हीट टू इंक्रीज द वैल्यू ऑफ यू. टू इंक्रीज द वैल्यू ऑफ यू, वी हैव टू सप्लाई मोर हीट. Because we want the value of U should be 40 kilojoule. Now let us suppose the heat supplied is 60 kilojoule. From this 60 kilojoule, the value of W is 20 kilojoule. And let us suppose the value of U is 40 kilojoule. Now the value of U is 40 kilojoule and we gonna attain the final temperature as 40 degrees Celsius. But what is the value of Q? In constant volume, the value of Q was 40 kilojoules because this Q got completely transformed to U and the value of U is 40 kilojoules. So we got the final temperature 40 degrees Celsius. See, the condition is same in both the cases. The condition is same in both the cases, but more heat has to be supplied in which case? At constant pressure. In constant pressure, the total heat was supplied was 60 kilojoule, so that you gonna attain the value of internal energy as 40 kilojoule. So the Q is equal to mCp dt and there the QV is equal to mCv dt. Here the value of QV is 40 kilojoule, but here the value of QP is 60 kilojoule. So heat supplied at constant pressure is greater than heat supplied at constant volume. mCp delta T, mass and mass is same, we can cancel out. Delta T, change in temperature was same in both the cases, that is 40 minus 20, 40 minus 20. Cp is greater than Cv, specific heat at constant pressure is greater than specific heat at constant volume. So Cv by Cv is greater than 1, gamma is greater than 1. So that is why gamma is greater than 1. That is why the specific heat at constant pressure is greater than the specific heat at constant volume. Always remember the value of specific heat at constant pressure is greater than the specific heat at constant volume. For air, the specific heat at constant pressure is 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Cv is 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So you must keep this in mind, this particular statement. This topic is very important for GATE objective, IES objective as well as IES conventional. Specific heat at constant pressure Cp is greater than specific heat at constant volume Cv because Cp includes internal energy and external work. Cp includes internal energy and external work, whereas Cv includes only and only internal energy. That is why the value of Cp is greater than the value of Cv. Now next we will gonna discuss the value of gamma. For monoatomic gas, the value of gamma is equal to 1.67. For diatomic gas, the value of gamma is equal to 1.4. For triatomic or polyatomic gases, the value of gamma is equal to 1.33. Please note these values of gamma. It would be very, very helpful to you. And one more thing, as that we will discuss this in this particular statement in detail in upcoming lessons. As the temperature increases, both Cp and Cv increases. जब भी temperature increase होगा, the value of constant pressure, specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume increases, but the ratio, their ratio, that is Cp by Cv, will always decreases for diatomic and polyatomic gases. Right. Next is very, very important, polytropic specific heat. See, There are five important processes. We will discuss that in detail. There are five important processes: constant pressure, constant volume, constant temperature, adiabatic, and polytropic. Polytropic process is a very, very interesting process. Whenever the heat is supplied in a polytropic process, the temperature will decrease. See, in constant volume process, whenever heat is applied, temperature will increase. In constant where pressure, temperature will increase, adiabatic, no heat supplied. But in polytropic process, just keep in mind, in polytropic process, whenever the heat is supplied, the temperature will decrease. Why this is? See, dq is equal to du plus dw. For polytropic process, we can write du is equal to u2 minus u1, and we know the value of work transfer in polytropic process is equal to p1 v1 minus p2 v2 upon n minus 1. u2 minus u1 we can write it as mcv. Keep in mind, du is equal to mcv dt, and dh, that is enthalpy, is equal to mcp dt. So for u2 minus u1 we can write mcv t2 minus t1 plus p1 v1 minus p2 v2 upon n minus 1. dq is equal to cv. For cv we can write r upon gamma minus 1, mr t2 minus t1 upon gamma minus 1 plus mr t1 minus t2 upon n minus 1. m t2 minus t1 is taken as common, so it is r upon gamma minus 1 minus r upon n minus 1, and equal to m t2 minus t1 into r upon gamma minus 1, 1 minus bracket gamma minus 1 upon n minus 1. So after taking this cv out, we can write it as dq is equal to m n minus gamma upon n minus 1 cv t2 minus t1. So what is this polytropic specific heat? The value of polytropic specific heat is n minus gamma upon n minus 1 into cv. This is the value of polytropic specific heat. This value is always negative. This value is always negative. That is why whenever the heat is supplied in polytropic process, final temperature is less than the initial temperature. हमेशा याद रखना, जब भी polytropic process में heat supply होगा, final temperature is always less than the initial temperature, because the value of polytropic specific heat is always negative. See, n is, for n greater than 1, n is always greater than 1, that is denominator is positive, and n is always less than gamma, so numerator is negative, so c poly is negative. So though heat is supplied, there is a reduction in temperature. Whenever heat is supplied in polytropic process, there is a reduction in temperature. This is because in such a polytropic process, the work output is greater than the heat supply. ये theoretical क्या होता है कि जब भी आप heat supply करते हो, work output increase हो जाता है. Work output increase हो जाता है, I mean this part will increase, and definitely the internal energy will decrease. The work output is greater than the heat supply, and this extra work output comes from the internal energy of the system. There are two concepts. One is the polytropic specific heat, which is negative, and other is the temperature decreases because the internal energy got decreased. This extra work output comes from the internal energy of the system, and hence there is a reduction in internal energy. और मैंने बताया कि whenever the internal energy will decrease, temperature will decrease. Whenever the internal energy will increase, temperature will increase. In polytropic process, whenever the heat is supplied, internal energy is going to decrease because the work output increases, and this reduction results in reduction in temperature. Therefore, though heat is supplied, there is a decrease in temperature. Keep this statement very important. Keep this statement is very important. Keep this statement in your mind. Just go through this lesson. This is really an awesome lesson. It will help you all a lot. Thanks a lot from my side. This is Harshit Agarwal.